So I've been bucking these trees behind me, been trying to get all the logs into position here, and I actually have my cousin coming over either today or in the next couple days. He's gonna be bringing his tractor over, helping me move some soil from up the hill down to here. He's gonna be digging up a 5-year-old hugelkultur that we have up there to hopefully salvage that soil and use some of that to fill up our raised beds. So my plan is, or my goal is, to get all the logs out of here that we're using for raised beds and get them in position. So hopefully he can just fill them up with the tractor when he's over here and save me a lot of shoveling. Find the balance point. That's my one comment saying, damn, this guy's strong. All right, so I got all the logs in that tree cut down to the size I'm gonna use for our raised beds. So instead of piling them up, I'm gonna move them into their raised bed position so I can start getting them filled. All right, so the first log is into position. This is like the biggest log that we have, so I'm glad that one's done. I'm gonna get the second biggest log we have and make this one huge raised bed. Inches, 53 inches. Yeah, that's how you do it. I found that stripping the bark off of them makes them slide in easier. Plus, I can see how far I want it to go in. I got one bed completely into position. I just have to do another log on the end here, but it's starting to rain, so I'm gonna have to head in for a little bit and then I'll get back out here when the weather breaks. A couple hours later, the rain seemed to have passed, or at least most of it, but I kind of had a change of plans when I was waiting inside. I'm gonna actually start building our tomato trellis right now. The log that we're gonna use for our main beam is kind of right in the way, so I wanted to get that out of the way, get it set up. So while it was raining, I dug the hole already. It's 2.5 foot deep, and the log before that starts winding off is 10 feet. So hopefully that leaves a tall enough trellis for our tomatoes. But I'm gonna get that pulled up here and get it in the ground. I had to grab the level and the concrete. All right guys, the tomato trellis main beam is in the ground. It's huge, it's absolutely massive. I only went down about 2.5 feet. I wish I went about 3.5, but it's still gonna be cool. I mean, for reference in this picture, I'm gonna show you, I'm 6'7", so it towers over me. So I got this done, this log's out of the way. I'm definitely using this for the tomato trellis, I think. I think we made the right choice on the log, so I'm gonna get back to moving these trees into position and see if I can get 1 or 2 more beds done tonight. 46 inches. Oh, dude, that nest. It ain't the prettiest, but it'll. I've got 3 beds completely into position. I just got to get a couple more end logs and some stakes put on the ground around them. And I'm also going to be putting a bunch of sticks because there's thousands of them lying around after cutting these trees up. I'm going to be putting a lot of those in the bottom of the beds, kind of turn them into a mini hugelkultur. Yeah, sorry I couldn't show you a lot of that. It rained pretty hard there for a while and I just didn't want to have the camera out here. But I got a lot done. I got these 3 beds into place. I kind of figured out the layout. I left a lot of space for some greenhouse builds, and I got the tomato trellis in the ground. I think it's awesome. I'm gonna work on getting some stakes around these things, filling them with some sticks, and I might drive down to my cousin, see if he's around and if he could bring the tractor down and fill these up with soil for me.